but she said it's all fun and games until you make $12,000 in a month online. And that caught my those two things caught my attention. So I ran into her again recently, and I tried to understand, well, how did you make this $12,000? And she's doing these virtual events in the metaverse, and it was just so fascinating. So we talk about digital wealth. Are people actually buying property in the metaverse? So fascinating to me.
Well, it depends on because they used to say that digital real estate is like all you get on all the social media platforms, and how much real estate are you capturing? I tend to do that when I see a new platform come out, like Alignable or something that I'm not familiar with, a Reddit or a Quorum. I'll at least grab the Magic Brad brand.
Yes.
I'll at least get an account into that so that nobody else can get it.
Yeah, but it seems like, and it's hard for me to kind of conceptualize all of it. Like that was my first time ever putting on the meta goggles and kind of trying to look at it, and it was I can't remember the term, where you just kind of see a digital layer over the physical room that you're in. So you're not completely immersed necessarily, but at least that's what this one was. And it sounded like they're actually building a city. They're coding a city, and you have to pay to get involved. You have to pay to go to the events, and
Sure.
you have to pay to be in the digital room.
Well, being in the event business with trade shows, that came out real big after COVID, where they took gaming type software and created trade shows. And it was a situation like you actually go into the place, you see booths that are sponsored by people that bought the booth, use digital currency or real currency or whatever. And then you'd go to a certain space. Like if I saw you and I see your name on there, little Sean, I could walk up to it and get into a certain little circle, and you and I could have a voice conversation, and other people wouldn't be disrupted by it because you're in that little circle.
Right.
And if someone else came in and got into the little circle, then they could hear it. And then if all of a sudden you decided, hey, I'm going to go over there and talk to LeBrent. So you just do your little avatar walks across the screen and gets into LeBrent's circle. And you can have a conversation with him.
I remember going to a pitch competition now that was virtual, and it was exactly what you're describing. And what I loved about it was I was able to do it from my phone. I didn't need to have any advanced thing. And when I went into that circle, I it was almost like a Zoom breakout room where people were on video. So it was voice and video. I love that type of stuff. I think it's really cool.